am 21-year-old Kalisha George of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and I am a feminist. Today, I want to show you how I've come to the realization through Caribbean Civilization that Caribbean perspectives of an ideal woman has not strayed much from 18th century European perspectives. I will share some of my personal experiences where this came out. So, before I came to UE, I was a teacher for a little over a year. And oftentimes I would be caught up in male teachers, right? And they would be speaking about things like, a woman's place is in the kitchen, and they would feel very strongly about it, and I would be very upset because this relates back to, as I mentioned before, the Europeans' perspective of what a woman should be. She was to take care of the home and cook and all these kind of things, and I thought that we were way past that. So I was always very upset and uncomfortable when they would speak, and we would always get into heated arguments because I would obviously oppose what they were saying. Sometimes they would speak about arguments that they would have with their girlfriends, and the other males would prone his girlfriend, and they would say things like, oh, don't let she talk to you like that, sure she you the man in the relationship, sure she who wearing the pants, and all these kind of things, which really they didn't irks me because it that a woman should express how she feels completely against pressure. Now, I am a feminist, but a lot of persons don't understand quite clearly what feminism is. So, I'm going to give you a brief description of what equitable rights for both male and female. Also, coming from a humid Caribbean island such as St. Vincent, I never liked clothes. Ever since I was small, I was very comfortable with wearing my society standards, is still pretty much enclosed in terms of, and so we aren't allowed to express ourselves through dress. Although a man is allowed to do so, like a man is allowed to bare his chest, and that would be fine. But a woman is not allowed to bare her chest because in some countries that is actually illegal. And this is how the Free the Nipple campaign actually started, which I am in support of. This woman in New York, the law stated that it was okay for a woman to bare her chest, and she was locked up although this was legal, and so she had to be recompensated. So this really was zoned in on in 2015. I never liked bras because I always thought they were uncomfortable. I remember when I was in Form 2, I would cry all of the time, and I would take off my bras during class and put them in my bag, but I would be saddened because I had to put them back on because I don't know for society would like having my breasts poking out or anything like that, which was really disheartening because it doesn't allow us to accept our bodies. As young girls, we should be taught to accept our bodies, and for a very long time I hated the shape of my breasts for this, and I would hide behind the confines of a bra, of having the perfect shape. But being a Girl Guide, which is an association that advocates for the empowerment of women and allows us to develop very good self-esteem, I learned to love myself and love my body and, stand up for what I believe in. And so I was able to step out of the confines. Males are allowed to be overly sexual and females aren't. So me not wearing a bra has caused a lot of people in the public to think that I am being overly sexual, which is really unfair because it's not that I am being overly sexual. It has drawn attention to me, and many persons would have said, oh, why you not wear a bra? I should have just as much right as a man to bare his chest. I mean, my chest not even bare. It's just that, I don't have on a bra to take the perfect shape as society would have it. When I came here as well, I remember a particular taxi driver telling me that I shouldn't wear shorts that often. This particular taxi driver told me that in the way that I dress, I would attract a certain type of attention, and men would only lust after my body, and so I would not find a good husband. But this should not be so. Get to know me because of my personality. And all of these kind of things have showed me that, yes, we may have more rights than we did back then because we are allowed to vote, we are allowed to work, we are allowed to gain an education, but still in some ways, pretty much we are in the confines of the Victorian perspective of what a woman should be.